Well, welcome to Mathematics and Science Meal. Today on Mathematics and Science Meal, we are taking a meal still on chemistry, and the topic still remains organic chemistry, part 2 of organic chemistry. And in this part 2, we'll be looking at characteristics of organic compound. I know that you enjoyed the first part where we looked at the introduction to organic chemistry and considered a whole lot of things concerning the concept of organic chemistry, and I know this particular one you will like it. Okay, let's begin with the characteristics of what? Organic compounds. So there are several characteristics of organic compounds, but we're just going to talk about few in this short video. So follow me as we look at that. So number one characteristics. All organic compound must contain what? Must contain carbon. So that's the first characteristic. So if you see any compound that claims to be an organic compound and you cannot see carbon in that organic compound, run away, because all organic compounds must contain what? Carbon. So first, so the indicator that a compound, the first indicator that a compound is organic is the presence of what? Is the presence of carbon. So that's the first characteristics of organic compound. Number two, they are formed through covalent bonding. They are mainly formed through covalent bonding. In the basic knowledge of chemistry, we know we have different types of bonds or chemical bonding. We have the electrovalent or ionic bond. We have covalent bond. Then we have other bonds like the hydrogen bond, the metallic bond, and so on. But the bond that is dominant in organic compound is what? Covalent bond, because we have sharing of electrons in most organic compounds. So they are formed through covalent bonding. So that's the second characteristic. You remember covalent bonding, where we have sharing of what? Sharing of electron between the participating atoms, that participating element or participating groups. Okay. So what are other characteristics of organic compound? Organic compounds have isomers. So they exhibit what? Isomerism. I know as a beginner, if you're a beginner as far as organic chemistry is concerned, you may not understand what we mean by isomers or isomerism. We're going to see it as one of the basic terms associated with organic chemistry, and that will be in around part 4 of our video on organic chemistry. So just make sure that you follow us. Remember, I said from the beginning that if you want to say goodbye to all your worries in organic chemistry, you need to watch this video from the first part to the last part, and definitely you will not have anything to worry again as far as organic chemistry is concerned. So organic compounds have what? Isomers. They exhibit isomerism, which is actually the ability of an element, of sort of an organic compound, to have the same molecular formula but different what? Structural formula. So we'll see that later. They have functional groups. So we have a group in organic compound we usually refer to as functional group. By the time we still look at basic terms associated with what? With organic chemistry. In organic chemistry, we're going to see what we mean by functional group. Yes, very important aspect of what? Organic chemistry. It's a very important term in organic chemistry because a lot of things depends on functional group in various organic compounds. So the fifth one, they are usually soluble. They are soluble in non-polar solvents. They are soluble in non-polar solvents. No, we have polar solvents and non-polar solvents. Water is polarized, a polar solvent, and other organic compounds are mainly what? Non-polar solvent. And we know that because of the covalent bond, that's why they are soluble in what? In non-polar solvent. Although some organic compounds can also be what? Can also be soluble in what? In polar solvents. Alkanols, for example, ethanol is an organic compound and it is soluble in what? It's soluble in water, which is a polar solvent. But mainly, majority of organic compounds, they are what? They are soluble in non-polar what? Solvents. They are soluble in non-polar solvents. The sixth one, they have large molecular size. They have large molecular size. They have large molecular size. We usually have even though we have some organic compounds that their molecular sizes are very small, but majority of the organic compounds, they have very large molecular size. So let's put down the seventh one and then we'll say goodbye to this particular part of organic chemistry. Organic compounds, they have, let me use organic compounds have low boiling point and low melting point when compared to what? When compared to the what? To inorganic what? Compound. So these seven characteristics, they are okay. Number one, you must note that all organic compounds must contain what? Carbon. It's a must. So if there is no carbon, it's not an organic compound. Number two, they are formed through covalent bonding. You know what we mean by covalent bond. Then they have isomers. They exhibit isomerism. We are going to see isomerism in the course of studying organic chemistry. Then they have functional group. We have said that they have functional group. They are soluble in non-polar solvents, and also they have large molecular what? Size. Yeah, we have organic compounds with very large molecular sizes. And then organic compounds have low boiling point and what? And low melting point when compared with what? With inorganic what? Compounds. So that's all for part 2 on organic chemistry. Remember, this part 2 is just centered on characteristics of organic compound. If you did not watch part 1, please quickly look for that video, watch it now, so that you will see the foundation of what? Organic chemistry. I still remain your friend and your brother, Engineer I. Okechukwu. Till I come your way next time, keep watching our videos and make sure you stay healthy in mathematics and also in sciences. I love you. Bye.